on the Adventures of Gaia. Alright. We were attacked when we left that library. I told the doctor libraries were dangerous. Then we went to get on with more important things, drinking beer at the local inn. I had a horrible nightmare about some guy trying to force me to do something. But it was just a dream. We met a bunch of townspeople and found out that the robot versus biological prejudice thingamadoo was strong in her too. After a local alerted the Guardians we were in town, and I was getting just a bit worried the captain was destroying my ship, we decided to transport back to check in on it, and then we were off to Megalopolis, some old ruined core city that was rumored to be a refuge for the Black Cabal. But Kareh says there's a coin there, so... Just as we arrived, flying bots came, scanned us, and then Shiny suddenly fell to the ground.
You're standing beside the smoking form of Mr. Shiny, who has been zapped, and you appear to be surrounded.
Is there cover?
Sadly, you're kind of in the middle of a cross street.
Okay.
The nearest cover is 60 meters away. And that's
Cool.
Various buildings on just a simple cross street, buildings all around. And you don't see any other souls on the street. These things are hovering above you. And you're in combat. You must roll initiative.
Got 166, so we're gonna die.
Well, don't worry. I got 910.
Poppy is quick with the pistol.
Okay.
Shiny just got shot. I should get a bonus 1,000. I'm so ready.
Poppy's pissed.
All right. There's dozens upon dozens of these floating discs around. You may shoot them if you wish.
Okay. Dice.
You can roll once.
What?
You can roll once.
I just rolled a 5, so that's good.
All
That
right.
being a critical.
Either the gods respond to you, and or your rage propels you. But Poppy's guns fire like rarely have they before. Bang, 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 bang. She spins around shooting. These silver discs go and explode. Black smoke will fall from the sky. In the ground. She hits every shot perfect. Bang, 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 bang.
Amazing.
Her gun steam. How many? Well, you exhaust the ammo on both pistols.
Yeah, I have
20 of the silver discs fall and crash to the ground. Gideon, you kind of cover your head as they're falling
absolutely.
around. There's a kind of a strange. The blast of the pistols echoed badly off of the artificial ravines of glass and metal buildings. The pistols bounced. The noise bounced off that. The clamoring of the metal hitting the ground, and the exploding of the discs as echoed. There's a strange silence that's just measured by the smell of gun smoke, and almost the pistols are almost hissing. They're so hot with both with shooting and possibly Poppy's rage. But that avails you not, as you realize that just more discs just float in to blot out the sky and shadow you.
What the?
There's a zap of yellow light.
No! Not yellow light!
I'm afraid so.
Unfortunately, it's yellow.
That's the disintegrate light, I think.
Oh!
And that's the adventure for tonight. Thanks for coming. Poop.
And everything goes black.
No! I don't want to be dead.
Your vision starts to swim.
No.
You feel your body's lying forward and your shoulders are stretching back and a little bit sore. You feel metal biting into your wrists and to your ankles. And you realize you are both held, restrained by metallic shackles and suspended. Slightly bent, just slightly forward.
Ow.
You can hear kind of a kind of weird humming sound and like a kind of computer noises coming from somewhere. And you realize that you are in some kind of metal room. Everything is made of silver metal, like panels of it cut together. You don't see any rivets. It's all fitted together, space age, rounded, very, very few sharp corners. Everything's circular, everything's molded. Like, again, like out of character, kind of like a Jetson's nightmare.
Yeah.
Of this
You
Just
see-
in Tell world.
It's like you're in a huge control room almost, like one of those big shiny towers you saw. You probably know those because you're quite high up and you can see out the windows. You can see the horizon much easier. Those green mountains I talked about and the purple clouds. You can see kind of the city stretching off underneath you, which goes for quite many dozens of kilometers in every direction you can see. You see there's kind of like control panels here and there. And you see the silver discs are floating around. There's 3 of them. A whole bunch of other ones are going. They're flying out various doorways and archways, and then the archways goes and like they close with like a silver metal that's so well fitted you can barely tell there's a seam.
Okay, so there's a lot of those little robots around. Is there anything else like bigger, more significant signature-wise of like anything else that's in there?
+1. As a
Where's
matter of
Shiny?
fact, there is. Okay, on one of those silver tables in front of you, you see Shiny's lying there,
Hmm.
and you see a glass form with weird lights in it, and it's got like an antenna that comes at the top. It's like curly, and then like comes out with a little ball on top of it. And it's got long vacuum cleaner kind of hose arms with like big clamps. It's going. Starts floating over on like little blue kind of circles.
Boy, I'm glad I practiced psychic blade. Time to whip the robots.
Okay, inside the glass case, you see almost, it looks like this, like a city. Almost, if you're not mistaken, sorry, Poppy, you see this. Gideon, you cannot. Almost like a replica of maybe the city you were in the glass case of its head.
Oh, I guess it's the city brain. Good, let's kill it.
It comes up.
It's the what?
It's the city's brain, I think. Get away from Shiny.
Says, yes, I am City Brain. Your puny mortal brains are open to my vast intelligence. So let's blink in a way you're pretty sure is arrogant.
A blinking arrogance.
One of you is humanoid. One of you is half. Which one is the leader?
I prefer the term partially organic if we're being specific here.
+1. Okay, he didn't like the answer. Goes, turns around.
Now, can I try psychic blade, please?
Sure, yeah.
66.
Okay, what exactly you want to do with your psychic blade?
I want to. Well, I have a psychic whip. I want to like lash it out of my head, I guess, because my hands don't work, and
Snap that robot.
yeah, snap him in the head for physical, I guess.
What if the whole city blows up when you do this?
That's probably not something Poppy would have thought about much.
That's what I'm thinking about. Just sitting here like,
As you whip the psychic blade out, it goes. It moves to the side, and the whip goes. It whips out. It turns around. It says, "I told you."
Let Shiny go.
Yeah.
You have brought a coin bearer with you. He looks at Shiny.
Let us go. Can I just start?
Yeah, if we would like move the bomb, like, can we move it all?
Can you
like
see
this,
more of
right?
these silver discs come in?
Oh, I hate those things. Where are my guns? Do I see them?
They're on another table over there. Plus your sword, Mr. Dr. Huff.
Great.
Shiny, wake up.
I was gonna say, is Shiny, can, not that Gideon can see, but would he be like detectable in terms of like activity? Is he moving at all? Is he whatever Shiny does when he's idling, I guess?
Roll hearing.
That didn't do very. I mean, it still made it. I got a 74 out of 151.
Okay. You do not detect any signs of life from Mr. Shiny, but Mr. Shiny is not. He appears to be a big clunky robot, but actually he's a very sophisticated,
Awesome bot.
nanotechnological machine. You've seen him change shape and form, and
So not the worst sign, I guess.
Doctor, get us out. I spent. That's all I got.
Okay. Pardon me, robot friend.
Yes. Partially humanoid.
Correct. Could you? I appreciate the terminology there. Could you explain to me exactly just what you want with the three of us? One of us. I assume your interest is mainly with the coin bearer, as you called him, but I don't exactly think I understand exactly what your interests are. If you could just explain a little.
I had a coin once. Once I was the leader of all of Megalopolis. But the humanoids, they were sloppy, disgusting. They make chaos. It was my job to eradicate them. And now that I have this coin bearer, he says as he turns and looks over it, now I will rule Megalopolis again. More ha 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 ha.
Someone made you wrong.
Ha 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 ha.
Again, is it really ruling if it's a empty ghost town? Which I suppose isn't exactly the point, but just how exactly do you intend on getting those coins out of there?
I picks up a buzzsaw.
Doctor, that's not helpful. Okay.
Okay, I asked that actually.
I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to dominate him, not charm him. Try to dominate him and run out of things to do.
Good try, +1. However, he is too robotic for your spell to work.
He has a name.
But he doesn't have a kind of mind that you can contact with sonic powers. All right, your stomachs do somersaults in your guts as he gets closer with the buzzsaw.
Okay, I'm gonna freak out.
Poppy starts screaming.
I rolled a freak out.
Yeah, I will rip the skin off my arms to get out if it comes down to it.
Gideon, you're quite surprised at the emotion.
That's, yeah. Doctoring part of Gideon is like, oh no, don't do that. I mean, he does understand a little bit, but also okay, I guess this is what we're doing. And he also starts thrashing.
Wow.
Good.
Well, +1 for both of you. A madness of terror, horror, and anger fills your limbs as you thrash violently against your metal bonds. But sadly, as inexorable as fate, the bonds do not give away. The maniacal city brain gets closer, ever closer, with his spinning buzzsaw to Mr. Shiny, who seems to be still sadly powered off to collect the coins.
I will keep expending all my MR at psychic blading that freak bot. Because it's all I got, and it's not like I wouldn't do it.
Poppy screams with rage and anguish. The buzzsaw gets closer and closer to Mr. Shiny. Your rage lashes out with pink energy. You see a strange field blocking the city brain against your spell attempts. The silver discs kind of hover there as a strange kind of silent Machiavellian observer, till all of a sudden there's a thunder, a ripping explosions that rip through the room, and sparks and explosions fly off the metal discs. They go flying off in strange directions. City brain goes, looks up, and you see he starts sparking with all kinds of explosions and fire come off just like a line like this. And you see humanoid forms break into the room with guns, shooting all over the place. The robots fly at them. They have a pitched battle. A few of the humanoids are taken down by the silvery discs, but the humanoids win in the end. And
Yay!
The city brain's lying there going,
Probably gonna want to kill us too.
sparking. I was going to take over Megalopolis again. And it stops moving. You're both breathing heavily. Emotions down with both fury, sorrow, but shock. And
This is great, Doctor. They're going to save us.
the Geisens rush in. They're all various shapes and colors, of course, as most Geisens are. You see a 5 foot, a very chunky 5 foot feathered cyborg with various metal pieces, has an SMG, wearing a kind of a suit, kicks down the one robot and unloads a clip in it, reloads the clip very quickly. You see a few other ones armed mostly with pistols, but also some various other weapons. One has a sniper rifle. They go running out. They start collecting some computer bits.
Not to be, insensitive, and I'm sure you all have a plan, but could someone let us down?
That would be preferable to hanging here.
Okay. You see a couple of them kind of look over at you, and you can't quite read the look on their face.
We're totally on your side.
Okay, then you see someone walk in who is carrying like kind of a black kind of computer thing. It's going wah, 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 wah. He's got a dirty blonde hair and a ponytail. He's got a kind of a unkept beard, beige skin, black swimming eyes. He's about 5'9", tan leather jacket. He's got all these kind of ammo clips you see underneath the jacket and on his belt. You see 2 kind of Zur auto pistols on his belt. He walks in. He goes, I think we hit the pay dirt, boys. Okay, he starts walking up towards you. He looks up. He goes, oh.
So, thanks for the rescue, and you just have 1 step left.
The bonds, if you please.
Please.
Sir?
Looks like we got some extra salvage here, boys. They all kind of chuckle to themselves.
Oh, gotta kick these guys' butts.
They're bandits. Of course, sir,
Let's talk to him until he lets us out.
Okay.
Yeah, salvage, great.
Okay, the one feathered, the kind of big 5 foot feathered cyborg with green skin and green and white feathers. Essentially, like imagine kind of like a cyborg parrot wearing a suit. That's kind of what he looks like.
That sounds awesome.
And carrying an SMG.
I know that you say suit, and I know that you mean like a space suit or like a futuristic suit. But the only thing I'm seeing in my mind is like a 3-piece suit.
No, he's wearing
like
a 3-piece suit.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, yes. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say it was the best image, but now it just got a billion times better. Now I'm excited. Okay, continue.
He walks up. He says, "Here it is, boss."
Here we are.
The ponytailed man goes over, scans Shiny.
Oh, God.
Oh, City Brain has been holding that on us.
I swear to this.
Poppy.
Phase. I'm taking phase.
Okay, the man says, Rick, collect. He says to the parrot man, Rick, collect up all of our spoils here. He says, how do we get the coins out of this one? He goes, picks up the thing.
Oh, okay. I can psychic blade him. I got some MR left.
They're a little further far away. One second. Rick says, all right, Vernier, no problem. The rest of you, it's not safe for us to stay in groups. The rest of you come with me. You stay here. Okay. So he leaves Rick, the parrot in a suit man, and just a bunch of regular looking guys, and they're wearing just normal kind of street clothes with like leather jackets or canvas jackets, cargo pants, that kind of a thing.
Khakis.
Khakis, yeah. They're carrying pistols. They kind of hold their pistols out, looking around. They're busy kind of checking stuff out. They look more nervous than you would expect they should.
Yeah, because I didn't kill him.
I'm trying to think, is there anything we can do to lure them closer?
Dominate. There's no space there. That's what I got. Psychic blade, charm, dominate, guts.
At least you got that. You got a little bit of a variety in there. That's
You've
what
got to
counts,
let
right?
some of your strength come back too, there, Poppy, because as you said, you would have spent yourself trying to do psychic whip and things like that.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
But as you suck in air through your clenched teeth, Your rage fuels you, and you'll be able to attack or do something very soon. The man, the leader, who is called Vernier, leaves with his henchmen, and leaves, as I said, just about 4 or 5 of the nondescript operators.
How many are left in the room?
Who took the bus off? Who's trying to get Shiny?
Rick, the parrot man, has the buzzsaw. He's still kind of looking around and scanning stuff. He hadn't quite started anything yet. There's 5 other guys in this room beside him.
Okay. Oh boy.
One says, "Oh, we're lucky to find so many coins in one place." Rick nods. Says, "Yeah. Did you find anything else?" "Not yet."
So Shiny is obviously pretty decently close to us. Is there anything like not magic, but like a lever or something that seems to be like activated that would be keeping him like not active, if that makes sense, or like anything?
Like a magnet.
Yeah,
Plus
something
one.
coming or
I don't know how you.
hearing?
Yeah, roll hearing, but you have a minus 50.
Okay. I rolled a 36 out of 151, so that'll make it.
Now that the sound in your head has disappeared from all the gunfire that was there earlier, and now you're listening, and now that the mega brain there isn't any longer operating, and you can't hear that computer noise and stuff going on, you do hear kind of a buzzing noise coming from the table, that like electrical kind of sounding buzzing noise is coming from the table that Mr. Shiny is on.
Okay. I'm then gonna say like quietly to Poppy, Poppy, if you could, is that table that Shiny's on is or something? I'm assuming it's a ledge or something. It seems to be, if my hunch is correct, it seems to be what's holding him there. Is there any way you could damage it from where we are instead of, damaging our foes? Because I don't like our chances while the two of us are a little tied up at the moment, So could you hit that table?
Can I?
Oh, with what?
Could you psychic whip it?
Dirty looks.
It's.
I don't know if I can do psychic whip. Josh
It's
said I
15 meters away.
When she recovers enough?
I don't know. It's
15 meters will be pretty costly.
we have to study more, Doctor.
Poppy, I say that we, as much as, this I'm sure is difficult for you with Shiny right there, we need to bide our time until an opening happens.
Yeah, I'm gonna dominate that loser face.
Excellent, that sounds great. I just suggest we don't do anything. Never mind. What do we have to lose at this point, quite honestly?
Unless there's another group of people coming to save us.
Okay. A very large 7-foot humanoid with beige skin, gray hair, and kind of a mint green eyes, a very pale mint green with red bloodshot, stinks of some kind of weird. Actually, Gideon, you recognize the smell. It's a special kind of narcotic.
Oh, good.
Roll
great.
memory.
That's 56 out of, I don't know what Gideon's memory is off the top of my head. Let's see. It is 85, so that's a regular success.
As you recall, this narcotic is called Techlogue.
Okay.
And it is used usually by higher criminal organizations because it's very, very addictive, but gives you absolutely no fear.
Oh, good.
And higher criminal organizations like sometimes the Red Cabal, but quite often it's used by a criminal organization called the Black Cabal.
Do I smell it on just this guy or all of them?
Actually, come to think of it, Doctor, yes, you can smell a little bit of that scent, just barely that, and bad breath and coffee and cigarettes on the rest, on quite a few of them actually.
You could get a mint dude.
All right, he comes walking up with his bloodshot eyes. He's like, "You're a pretty one."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Plus
Doctor's
2.
quite attractive.
He looks at you. He was speaking to Poppy. Sorry.
I'm
he
fully
was speaking
aware.
to Poppy.
No, I'm fully aware.
But then you say that, he looks at you, he goes, what in the hell are you supposed to be? He starts kind of looking you all around.
Well,
Failed science experiment.
good sir, I could say the same, but I don't think this is a contest of insults now, is it?
All right.
So, wanna let us down?
Sure thing, honey.
Great.
All right.
wait.
The guy goes, bzzz, picks up the buzzsaw. Goes, all right, collecting the coins.
Dominate. I gotta have it back by now.
Okay, who do you want to dominate?
The Rick Parrot Buzzman.
Okay. You may roll. As you're going to
Okay.
dominate him, he goes, coax, hands off the merchandise. They're going to the concubine stables.
Oh, Doctor. Your life just got better. Okay, dominate him.
Even this one? He points at Gideon. All right.
I got a critical.
He goes, he's in the middle of a sentence, giving some growling retort to coax when.
I just want to slip in quietly.
Okay, then you let him finish his. He goes, shut up, you stupid.
He really wants to scratch his head.
He goes, oh, my head's itchy. He goes, oh, what the hell? Turns around and goes, you're a witch.
Doctor, you didn't tell me you were a witch.
It is my deepest, darkest secret, Poppy.
Oh,
Loax turns, goes, what the?
let me down.
Okay, he punches the dead goat head in the face.
Cool.
Dead goat head. You take 20 points.
Cool. Okay. Let me just jot that down.
Don't punch the doctor.
It makes a thud sound.
I'm having a bad day.
Spittle comes out of your mouth, and the fur kind of absorbs some of the blow.
Okay, super dominate.
Says, I'm gonna cut your brain out, witch.
Is he not dominating anymore?
He's still dominated. He just resisted cutting his own face. He rolled a 2.
So, am I rolling again?
Yes, if you want him to do something else. It's next round.
Okay, I got another critical.
And you
Do
want him
this
to
more.
scratch his face again?
No, I really think that he now with dominate he gets, if I do something outside of his character, then he gets to resist, such as scratch your face with a buzzsaw.
If it's
However-
something he doesn't want to do, he gets to resist. If it's something that he wouldn't mind doing, then he doesn't get to resist.
Now,
After the first resistance roll, of which he failed.
then I think he really wants to let me down because he likes sexy time with me.
Okay.
I'm trying to get him to let us down without being resisting.
Great. Okay.
Your beauty is 226, so you're a very attractive
Not too
guy,
bad.
then.
I did rip my wrists up to crap, but maybe he's into that. I don't know.
50%
Don't like that.
chance he's into that. 28.
I didn't really mean that. Gross.
Okay. Let's see if they're into you.
I'm really pretty.
Okay, he goes, maybe I'll cut you down now. Okay, he starts walking out with the bus off. Okay, all of a sudden you start hearing a gunfire
What the heck?
off in the distance.
No, let's go down.
Okay, they turn, they go, what the hell's going on here? He goes, go, go, go. You see the other guys go, they go right into the doorways and start peeking out the doors with their guns.
Hey, Doctor. Here comes the heroes to rescue us this time.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Okay, all the lights go off. It all goes dark.
Oh, good.
What the? Loris goes, it's them. I'm telling you, it's them. Shut up.
They're gonna get you. You better run.
And
It's not possible. It's not possible.
It's so possible.
It's incredibly possible, my
They
good
haven't been
friend.
seen in over a century.
Oh,
Well,
I
100-year anniversary.
do love the
Okay, wait. We're
pronoun
probably
game.
in lots of trouble.
Oh yeah.
What hasn't been seen for 100 years? It can't be good.
Okay, so standing in front of you with their backs turned to you is Loax and Rick, the parrot android man.
who is not so cool anymore, by the way.
He's still holding the buzzsaw. Loax has pulled out his pistol. It's all dark. You don't hear anything.
If I still have him dominated, I think he should run and check that and order his friend to go with him.
Okay, roll.
Running out of MR. Ooh, 3. Goodbye.
Okay, so exactly what do you want them to do?
I want Rick to they're obviously freaked out by something, which can only be good news for Doctor and I. I want to tap into his fear and get him to run and order Loax. He seems to be more in charge. Order Loax to go with him.
You want Parrot Rickman to run and check it out and take Loax with him.
Or run away. Just run out.
He goes, you check it out, he says to Loax, and he goes running off. He drops the bus off, hits the ground. Okay, you can see Gideon, you can hear them perfectly fine. Now it's all dead quiet.
Doctor.
Yes, Poppy.
They're coming to get you.
Shut up, bitch.
That was.
I think you mean witch.
He turns around. He goes, "If you do," you see these two white, strange wings appear behind him, and there's two dotted, two eyes, almost like cat eyes, behind him. As he goes, he turns, he stops, he drops his pistol. You see two strange black blades are sticking out of his chest, of a strange black shiny metal. Oh, he goes, his body goes flying like 50 feet.
I can't believe it just got worse. Oh my goodness. Who's there? Oh,
Who's there?
Sounds scary.
Okay. The darkness recedes. You see there's just bodies of all the previous Black Cabal members strewn about.
Good, great.
It looks like they all decided to jump into like a giant blender that spread them all out like this. And you see a man of some sort standing in front of you. The white wings recede, and he steps into the light. There is a strange warrior standing in front of you. He is about 6'1", 220 pounds. He's wearing a very ornate, kind of antiquated-looking kind of armor. He looks like he stepped right out of somewhere from the Outer Rims. He's got long white dreadlocks, piercing ice blue eyes that glow in the dark, a white goatee. It's quite pronounced off his chin. And he sheaths the blades. Shing! He's also wearing a very fine-looking cloak.
Now, Poppy, you don't happen to recognize this from your comics, do you?
Ooh, do I? Please say yes.
Roll memory.
Oh, poo. I should get a plus when it's a comic book memory.
You can get a bonus for comic books only.
All right.
That makes sense.
You have plus 30.
Yes. Oh my god, that plus 30 made me make it. Hold on. Something's coming to me. Is there? Do I know him? Is there a comic book by him?
Poppy, he confirms your suspicion when he speaks in a voice that sounds like it comes out of a deep cave in the earth. He says, "I am Relinor, an angel of the Theon. You're safe." His swords flash out again. He cuts your legs free, and then cuts your arms free, and grabs you both, and like as if you weighed nothing, just puts you both on the ground.
Gideon swoons.
He turns and sheathes his blades and starts walking towards Mr. Shiny.
I duck under him and go faster.
Stop.
Boop, where's that button?
Okay, you run over.
That doctor told me about.
You do see a blinking light. Now that most of the lights have been destroyed or covered in blood and viscera, it's easier to see the blinking light, and so you notice the same thing that Gideon noticed. Okay, you turn it off.
Gross.
You see some lights just to crawl back
Shiny,
into Mr.
get
Shiny's
up.
body
Okay,
again.
watch this guy.
His eyes light up.
Wait. Yeah, exactly. Quick, get up. Was the comic good about... What are you doing, Shiny?
He closes all his things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's exposed.
It's okay, Shiny. Wait, what was the comic book about this guy? Was there a comic book about this guy?
In the comic story, the Angels of the Theon were a mystical group that were called the Angels of Justice. And they had a historical feud, for lack of a better word, the Black Cabal in particular, but they were not picky when it came to radically destroying evil.
So
they're known to go into a town that's evil, where evil reigns, and the next day the town is level and there's nothing left but a symbol of wings.
Seems a bit excessive.
I don't know if you guys heard what Gideon's response was to being lifted by this large, huge, strong man, but Gideon is absolutely swooning at this point.
Okay.
Oh my goodness! You're gonna have to break up with the Roomba though first.
You're gonna have to call the Roomba, text the Roomba. It's over.
Just Gideon's response to like just being lifted and carried and then set down immediately is just like.
Hey, wait, what's Poppy see? Ooh, it's actually not bad.
Great.
Hold on.
Okay. +2. +2. That's I like that. All right.
Perfect. All right.
Okay. Poppy's going all over Shiny. Then she's like, because she reads comic books, which are soap opera in a certain way. I think they'll make a good couple. Okay.
Okay. The dark figure goes around the other side of the table and says,
Don't hurt Shiny.
he looks.
I'm serious. Shiny. Get
What's
up.
a shiny?
Come on, Shiny. On cue. Shiny.
Okay, he turns. He starts looking over the bodies. He seems to be collecting a couple things.
So, Mr. Okay, wait, what was his name?
He said his name was Relinor.
So, Mr. Relinor, Angel Man,
Excuse me. She's taught you, Poppy?
uh-huh. Hey,
Hey, Poppy, you notice Gideon is strangely at a loss for words. Not in the grumpy, I can't believe this is happening way, but in a different way you're not quite familiar with. Roll CE.
Oh, I made it.
Gideon seems to be a little fluttered.
Oh. Mr. Relinor. Sir, friend.
You
Angel.
talk to his cloaked broad back as he bends over and seems to collect the weapons from the ex-Black Cabal members.
Okay, Poppy squats kind of down beside him and gets like under her so he can't ignore her face.
Okay, he peers at you through his long white dreads.
Hi. Thanks for rescuing us. That was pretty awesome. So this angel deal. They said they hadn't seen you for like 100 years or something. What you been doing?
He keeps working. He knows you. He steps over this body and in leather boots that clack on the ground, and he moves over to another one. Says, "You're all safe now.
Well,
If you wish, I will take you to the city that is here. This area is dangerous. It is patrolled by golems."
Golems.
Yes.
Golems?
He points at one of those silver discs that's all shot up. He points at the ground. Golems. Flying golems.
Understood.
Doctor, are you sure you like him?
I said nothing of the sort.
Oh, I forgot
sir.
to mention he has long black ears that stick out of his white dreads.
Cool.
He can hear us. Okay. The whispering is not okay. Anyways,
Doesn't make a difference to Poppy.
Mr. Shiny goes.
Are you okay?
Check mark.
Oh, good. All right.
uh,
Now, we were going to find that coin. You look for that coin, Shiny. Scan. What part of town would be better?
Okay, he seems to be done collecting things. He walks up.
I kick that stupid brainhead robot as I go get my guns.
Okay,
too.
you go. Bonk.
Stupid. Okay, get my guns.
It feels good. +1. Okay, you get your pistols.
And I grab the doctor's sword for
Check.
the
They're still
doctor.
loaded. You start putting them back in their holsters or wherever you keep them. I didn't catch the last part. Sorry.
I grab the sword, doctor's sword for him.
Okay, you notice the warrior notices you grabbing the blade and you throwing it over. He kind of quickly scans it. Probably a passing professional interest as to what kind of blade it is and how it will be used.
Oh, you use blades. So does the doctor.
yes, in a sense, I do. I'm not exactly. I wouldn't exactly call myself proficient, but I dabble in sword play.
+1 again. That's great. Okay. All right. Mr. Shiny goes, walks over. Actually, Roland would come close enough that Mr. Shiny and him are kind of standing together. He goes, Mr. Shiny goes, his hand turns, goes, scans him. He goes,
You can't scan him.
scans again.
Ooh, do you have an anti-scanning device?
Okay, the warrior's kind of cocks his head looking at you. You're not sure he understands either what you're talking about most of the time or maybe language in general.
Oh, good. Him and the doctor are going to be great together.
What is
Where's
this
the
coin?
safe place? We should all gather there together.
He says, what is this coin you speak of?
There's some kind of treasure here.
It's a collector's item. Mm-hmm.
I've been tracking these Black Cabal. They too are looking for a coin.
It's a very popular collector's item, I suppose.
They play something called the game.
Now, we've heard a little bit about that. What have you found out?
He looks at Shiny. No more.
I lean in front of Shiny.
No more about it than you let on, methinks. Mr. Shiny goes,
We really don't, because we really don't know anything.
We've encountered others who were took a similar aggressive approach when it came to the coins, but we didn't exactly get any information as to why. If you have anything in your travels, sir, it would be helpful to say the least.
this golden
Pat the
king.
doctor. Way to go, doctor. Doing great.
He points at the Mega King, the shot up frame of it on the ground. This Golem King possessed a coin. The Black Cabal took it. They then detected the coins in this one, your Golem friend. Shiny goes, "Doo-doo-doo."
You're saying that the coins, they were on the Black Cabal, already have them?
They have one.
Do they happen to still be within this city right now, or were they skillfully dispatched? Like,
You're doing great, doctor. Great.
yeah, is it here or is it gone? That's my question.
Aye, 'tis here. The Cabal hide in the city. They take care not to arrange themselves in groups, lest I find and kill them.
A noble cause. Could you happen to direct us towards just where that coin would be?
I'm here to kill Black Cabal. You are
Great.
here to find the magic item.
Mm-hmm.
I will assist you.
Excellent. I think our two journeys can align perfectly. And as best a goat man with a terrible goat head can smile, Gideon tries. He really does.
All right, +1 again. All right. You smile at the dreadlocked dark elf. He kind of looks at you. His white dreads kind of hang off the side of his face. He's kind of not sure what you're trying to do.
I look at Shiny.
Little heart holograms go. Relinor looks. He goes. Looks the other way.
We both are looking.
Very well. If you've acquired all your equipment, I shall ferry thee with magic to the town.
Magic, of course.
Did someone have an automatic pistol, you said?
Can I also take a gun from the ground? If they just like any.
I'll
Something.
pick a good one for the doctor. I'm not going to let the doctor pick his own gun.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say Gideon probably just as like a backup, but like yeah, it's probably best.
I do have gunsmithing.
Okay, roll it.
It's 262.
Oh, damn.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. You're actually quite surprised at how poorly equipped these Black Cabal members are. The Black Cabal is supposed to be scary, one of the biggest scary criminal organizations in all of Gaia, second only to the Syndicate. But they're actually very poorly equipped.
I'm sorry, doctor. I don't know what these guys, critical, are thinking.
Okay, you take the top piece of a couple other guns and the bottom piece of a couple other ones. You assemble one together.
Hold on. Make it better. Ooh, this one's pretty.
You assemble one together. That'll be plus 26.
What the heck? I made one nicer than anything I have. Oh, here you go,
Yeah,
doctor. I
you
still
have
give
smithing
it.
and you never bothered to smith anything, so.
Well, we're usually doing stuff.
Before we leave, Gideon looks around for the first time. This has hit him. Blynk isn't here, are they?
Nope.
Not that I expected any different from your friend Kareh, but
It's not my friend. Doctor,
consistency.
we need to have
Yes.
coffee and talk about the beer, actually. Definitely beer.
Right. And
Do you have any beer, Relinor? Do you want to go for beers with us? I make that.
He puts his hands on your shoulders
Well,
and